You know what I didn't know? This is Seth's first time snorkeling in the ocean. I'm so excited for you.
As long as there aren't any sharks.
But there are sharks, right?
Hey guys, my name is Shayla and I make these videos every Wednesday. I've been traveling full-time since 2015 and I make these videos every Wednesday to inspire you and encourage you to create the life that you want. Does that mean full-time travel? Maybe not. I don't care. I just want you to do whatever makes you super happy. If you're interested in that, please subscribe. Please like this video at the end if you're into it. And go check me out on Instagram, Living on a One-Way. This video is one of three. So the first video was talking about how to stay safe in Mexico, how to stay connected while you're there, boundaries to stay in Playa del Carmen specifically. Another video about going to Mexico for the first time, the water, tipping, and a bunch of tips like that. This video is about a day trip to Cozumel. So we actually went to Cozumel twice. Once kind of bootstrapping, going on our own, seeing what we could find.
Beaches were like, we're just gonna cruise over to Cozumel. So we're waiting in line here to get on the boat.
And once through a tour that we paid for. They definitely have their benefits. The cost difference between going with a tour versus doing it by yourself was more than the effort it takes to do it by yourself, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna talk you through the ferry, snorkeling, and then getting a moped on the island. Let's get started. We stayed in Playa del Carmen. So for us, we just had to walk to the ferry. But if you're in a resort, there are a few ways for you to get from your resort to the ferry. You can sign up for a tour and just have everything done and they'll shuttle you. You could get a private shuttle if you're like 6 or more and you all want to stay together and you want them to pick you up and drop you off in the same spot. Same with the taxi if you're a smaller group. You can do the bus. You can do a colectivo, which is like the locals bus, and it is from Playa del Carmen to the airport. It was like $3. So those are your options to get there. Once you get to the ferry, there are two companies. There's a yellow company and an orange company. I don't know the names of them, but they're yellow and orange. The prices when we were there in January is anywhere from $18 to $22. The orange one is $18, it's a little bit cheaper, and I've heard you get more motion sickness on it. I get motion sickness all the time. My best tips are,
I'm usually the one that gets motion sickness. Here are my tips for you. Watch the horizon, right? Very good. You can get these bands that will put pressure points on your wrists. We got ours at like Target.
empty your bladder before. Try and stay cool, don't get too hot. Peppermint essential oils or just peppermint gum is good. And you can always get the motion sickness pills. Take them like an hour before you get on the boat. I would recommend doing the $22 one. That's first class on the yellow ferry, and it's for the $4 difference, it's worth it. I think it's a little bit faster, I'm not sure. But it doesn't move as much, there's big windows, it's air conditioned. So you've gotten from wherever you are to the ferry, then you get from the ferry to Cozumel. Now you're gonna get off the boat and there's gonna be booth after booth after booth after booth, all being like, we wanna take you snorkeling. I read bad reviews about the ones that are dive shops because they're taking people out to go scuba diving, but they're also gonna let you snorkel around. We went to number 8, the booth number 8, and it was great. We liked it. So here's what you wanna look for when you go snorkeling. You wanna find, they're going to 3 locations. El Cielo, let me make sure I say this right. Palancar, P-A-L-A-N-C-A-R, and Columbia Reef. So make sure that they're going to all of those spots. You also wanna go in the morning time. They told us that in the afternoon, they kind of rush them a little bit. If you can get there in the morning, this will also benefit your moped. So just hang tight on that. This is going to cost anywhere from $30 to $60 from what I've found. A couple things to note is they don't give you a waterproof bag. So luckily we decided not to bring any electronics and our bag got soaked because of the waves or whatever. It's fine if you know, but just know your stuff might get soaked. They will also sell you the waterproof phone cases. Those are great so that your phone doesn't get ruined. They're not super wonderful underwater. I'll show you my footage. They kind of fog up, they get dirty with the salt water. You don't get a super clear picture.
How cool is this? It's so clear and we're like just walking in the water. We went to a place with lots of fish and then we went to a place with lots of starfish. And now we're in a place where you can just walk around.
Stingrays.
And there was a giant stingray like on Moana. What do you think, Seth?
I think this is pretty great.
A little snorkel in the ocean?
Yeah.
Let's turn this way so you can see the water really well. Oh, yeah.
Once you get done snorkeling, is moped. No, you do not need an international license. Someone asked me that. You do need a credit card for like a down or like a deposit, and you want to pay in cash. Because you've already been snorkeling half the day, your moped rate is gonna be half of what a day rate is. Where we went, it was $40 a day, and then the half rate was 25 or 20, depending on if you can barter with them. And we just got one moped.
We made it to Cozumel, and we rented a moped, and now we're trying to find a beach, but all the beaches are like covered with seaweed. We just want to get in some nice clean water. We're just trying to find a chill beach to stay at, right? Right, Moped Seth?
Right.
There's beaches that are free. There's some beaches that you have to pay for, but they have like these huge inflatable activity things that you can do out in the water that looks super dope. So we just drove around. When we talked to the tour guide, he told us that there's a road that is just for the mopeds, so you're safe. That's not true. That lane is for bicyclists. I even asked a local, like, can we drive on this? He's like, yeah, you can, just don't get caught. And if you do, just tell them that you're a tourist. And I was like, no. So they're gonna tell you that you can go on it with your moped, but you cannot. Well, you can, depending on how risky you feel, okay? You're gonna drive on the main road, and go as fast as you feel comfortable, because you do not want to crash your bike there. People will go around you. They know that there's people mopeding on the island. It's not a big deal. They will go around you. They're already going faster than you, so it doesn't matter if you're going super slow. Go at the pace you feel comfortable. Upgrade to the first class on Ferry. Go to a snorkeling shop that's not a dive shop that goes to 3 locations. Get your moped rate half rate because you've already been snorkeling all day. And so what is that? Like $100 per person top. So we also did a tour, and I kind of want to tell you about that experience. I'm pretty sure he wanted to charge us $170, but I just said you could do this all for $100. If you do go on the tour, you're guaranteed a spot. You like have everything that's prepaid for, so it's waiting for you, so you're not gonna like get there and the tour's not ready or something like that. But your tour guide doesn't go with you. He shows up at the ferry, hands you the ticket for the ferry, you get on the ferry, and he tells you which booth to go to, and then you go to that booth, and then you go on the snorkel tour. It really depends. If you want everything set up, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to barter, you don't have nothing, then go with a tour. But if you're kind of like trying to bootstrap it, up for an adventure and just going to try and find things, just go. Just go to the ferry, get to Cozumel, just go explore, and you'll save a lot of money. That's all the information I have for you. I hope that you have a great time in Cozumel because it was super fun. I love just going around on mopeds. Like, that's my favorite thing to do in other countries. Hope that this video is helpful for you. Go check out going to Mexico for the first time and staying safe in Mexico, specifically Playa del Carmen. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed and you dig this, please subscribe. Please like the video if it was helpful. And if you have anything to add or if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all next Wednesday. Mwah! Bye.
Do you think I love the sun, Seth? I want that thing to do
She's like that dude from Twilight.
I don't know.
Sparkly skin.